Hey guys, welcome to my fall homemaking video. In this video, I will be putting up my groceries, cleaning out the refrigerator. I will be making my famous beef soup recipe, and I will also be trying out some funnel cakes, which was a fail by the way, but you guys will see later on in the video. So let's get this video started. First, I'm going to start off by cleaning out my fridge. I'm not doing a deep clean. I'm just wiping down the counters or whatever the shelves, not the counters. I'm wiping down the shelves and stuff because it had like food and like juice stains all on it. Now, as you can see on the side and side of my refrigerator, on the side part where the door is, it's cluttered, and I need to declutter that area and clean that out. And I did do a little bit of throwing away that y'all did not see in this video, but this is not like a deep cleaning fridge video. I'm just kind of like wiping it down because I just picked up a grocery order from Walmart, and I'm getting ready to load up some of my groceries. So I love having groceries in my home, having food. I'm very blessed to even have food in my home, but I hate putting groceries away. If I'm not the only one, let me know in the comments down below. But I just despise putting groceries up. I despise even more making groceries, so that's why I did a grocery order. But yeah, so I'm putting away these groceries. This is not like my full grocery, this is like partial. I usually grab like my meats and stuff from like a different store. I don't like to get it from Walmart, but mainly like our snacks and stuff, necessities like ketchup and stuff like that is what I got in this order. So now I'm making the kids a funnel cake. This reminds me of fall so much. Where I'm from, we have a fair that comes every year in October in the fall season. And I just love eating funnel cakes because it just gives me fall vibes. It's just satisfy our taste buds. And my son, we just recently went to that fair actually, and my son had wanted a funnel cake, and we were supposed to get him one before we left, and it slipped our minds and we did not get him one. So I told him, well, mommy can make you one at home. So I am attempting to make this funnel cake mix that I got from Walmart, and as you can see, I do not have a funnel, so it was kind of like shaped like a pancake. But what I will tell you is it did taste like a funnel cake. So the appearance of it was not funnel cake, but the taste of it was funnel cake. But yeah guys, so at first I thought it was a fail, but it wasn't like a total fail. Like I said, you know, it just wasn't shaped like the funnel cakes, but it did taste like the funnel cakes. And as you can see, it looks pretty good. It's just not like all wiggly and stuff. But it tasted really, really good. It looked like some beignets. Anyway, let's get on to this soup. Now, this is the fast way to make this soup. This is called beef soup. And what I'm using is some beef shank meat, or you can use some beef short ribs. In this video, I use beef short ribs and beef shank meat. But I will tell you this, I do prefer the beef short ribs instead of the beef shank. I just feel like the meat is more tender and it absorbs the flavor more. So I am seasoning my beef, and I'm going to put them inside of my pressure cooker. Usually whenever I first started making this, I would make it on the stove, and it would take like 2 to 3 hours to get this meat tender. But now that I have a pressure cooker, I'm putting it in the pressure cooker today, and it tastes just as the same, but just faster. So I'm throwing my meat in. Now, some people would like, to saute their meat, and you can do that. But I feel like whenever you put that meat in with the bone and stuff in it, and let it boil with the inside the soup, it gives off like a beef broth, and it gives it more flavor to me. So I seasoned my beef. I'm adding some beef broth to the mix, and then I will be adding some water to that mix also. And I'm adding my onions and my bell peppers and tomato paste. I like the Hunt's basil and oriango. I like that one. So I'm using um a full can of tomato paste, the small ones, the smallest size. I'm using the whole can. Now you can use half the can, you can use a quarter of the can, but I like to use the whole can because I feel like it gives it more flavor. So I'm going to put all of that inside, and I'm going to stir that around a little bit. You're not going to be able to get it to all melt, but just stir it up just a little bit to get it all inside of that pot. You're gonna want to season the soup mixture so that whenever it pressure cooks, all those flavors combine together. So I'm adding my onion powder, my garlic powder, and my Cajun seasoning, the same things that I added to the meat before I put it in. I'm adding that to the liquid mixture. Now we're going to get this soup pressure cooking, and we're going to put it on for about 30 minutes. You probably could get away with 20, but I really like mine to be tender. So I would say about 30 to 35 minutes. You can put it on for that. So just give or take, 20 to 30, 35 minutes. Depending on how many beef, you have inside the pot. So 30 minutes on high. And look at that, y'all. It is so tender. And this is like the fastest way to get this soup. And that's what I wanted. I wanted it the faster way. And it's so good. It's falling off the bone. It is pretty greasy because, beef makes its own grease. So I will try to skim all that grease off the top. But of course, it's almost impossible to get all of it off. If you guys know any hacks or tips to get the grease off the top, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to know how to do that. But I tried to skim off as much as I could. But, before you eat your food, just kind of like stir it. And it kind of like gets rid of some of the grease, but not all. So like I said, it's not the healthiest meal. But yeah, so now I am adding some pasta. So I'm adding some macaroni noodles, and I usually add about 2 handfuls. You don't want to add too many noodles because it swells inside of this mixture, and so it won't be as juicy. So, and I've made that mistake plenty of times. So you just need maybe like a handful or 2 handfuls, depending on how many people you're cooking for. And I'm adding my mixed vegetables. You can do them frozen mixed vegetables. You can do them in a can. I did the can, and I feel like it tastes just as good. And that is it. I let those noodles boil. I don't put the noodles in. Oh, I forgot. I add potatoes to it. That's optional. I like to add, just a little bit of potatoes in it as well. I do not add my noodles in while it's pressure cooking because I feel like, it's just better to do it after. And there goes the soup. It don't look too appealing right here in this camera, but it's all good. It was good to me. And this is me taste testing it. It was so hot, but it was so 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 good, so tender. This is a recipe that my mom made, and now I'm making, and it's good. Y'all should try it. So now that I've ate and got my belly full, I am going to wash my bedding. I've been needed to do this the past weekend and I did not. Today was a Monday, so I needed to go ahead and do that, and that's what I'm doing, washing my sheets. And then I'm going to clean my kitchen, freshen that up because it had grease everywhere. It was a mess, and that's what I'm doing next. This video scripture comes from Romans 12:2. Do not conform any longer to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. So now that I cleaned the kitchen, I'm going to give it a good little steam mop because it had a lot of spills on the floor and it needed to be mopped very badly. So I'm going to do that, and then after that I'm going to put my sheets back on my bed. I did not make my bed up completely because it was nighttime and it was time to go to bed, but that will be all for today's video. That concludes it. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and join my YouTube family. And I will see you guys in the next video. Be blessed and be safe. I love y'all. Bye.